Hey everybody, Board Bob here. We're back with Factorio Modded. I took a little bit of time off camera to go ahead and do some things. First, as you can see, the robots have pretty much completed all of the concrete work. We filled in the entire base with concrete so we can run a little faster. Um, in addition to that, I went through and I replaced all of the belts and what have you with blue gear. So blue splitters, blue underground belts, and blue express transport belts. So all of it has been, unless there's places where I've missed something, all of it has been exchanged. Um, Needless to say, it was a huge crap ton of belts. Um, I stopped counting at around 10,000 or so. Um, but as far as I can tell, like I say, I've replaced pretty much everything. Um, excuse me. The other thing I've done is I went ahead and while I was waiting for belts to cook, um, I worked a little bit on the logistics system. And what I did is, you can, as I guess you guys can see it, um, I've broken it up into sections. So the logistic portion of the net, or the logistic zone for the roboports is the yellow, and you can only move around stuff within those. Um, the green is the construction zone, so the construction bots can travel within those areas, but the logistics bots can't transfer anything that isn't within a yellow area. So what I did is I sat my, zoom on in here and I'll show you. I sat my roboports in such a way that the construction zones overlap, but the logistic zones don't. And I kind of broke it up into various sections. I think there's 16, not counting the main base itself and not counting what is going to be our large smelting area. Um, the theory behind this being that since they can't cross from one zone to the other, I can assign a set amount of robots to each zone and they will stay within that zone. Now it looks like here it's just the very tips are touching, but that's all it needs. There was a connection there. I had the yellow line. Um, these diagonals were a little tough to do, and also get construction zone coverage. Now there's one spot right here where the wall isn't covered, but that's okay because with all this oil here, I'm going to create an oil pickup point here, and then once that's there, we will have it going. In the meantime, my trains have been doing their job. My mines have been doing their jobs. We're really chewing through the ore. If you'll remember, this was a 10 million ore patch. This was a 10 million ore patch. So they're chewing up the ore, which is not a bad thing because that means they're building stuff. So the reason for doing these broken up parts is I want to establish basically maintenance areas. If you look at Joe Mama's videos from his last series, one of the things that he had was he had a train that went around and basically serviced repair kits to all the robot locations, and he had individual places for logistic networks. I'm doing pretty much the same thing. The only difference being his were spread out along his track in crucial areas. I'm kind of overlapping my construction zones so that my whole track is covered, but each zone is broken down into an individual zone. So needless to say, this main base is going to get a ton of construction bots and logistics bots, whereas these outliers will probably only get excuse me, enough construction bots to be able to service their individual areas. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to set up a train stop in each zone, and I'm going to assign a train to do nothing but go around and basically deliver repair kits. And there's a couple of things I'm going to do with that, and I'll show you what I've got. Excuse me, man. I've already got all my stuff in hand that I'm going to need. I've got plenty of bots. I've got plenty of initial repair kits. And I've got 20 train stops. Like I said, I believe there's 16 zones. So I'm going to establish a train stop in each zone. I should have enough enough fast inserters to insert into the passive provider chests from the train, and I've got myself a train and fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go plop my train down on my track here, and we're going to go drive around and set these up. So let me wrong direction there. Let me fuel my train up, and we'll get going. Boom. All right, so let's climb aboard. And first, I think we want to go all the way out here, and we'll call this Zone 1 as far as the repair bots are concerned. So this is Copper Pickup, I do believe is the name of the station. Yep, Copper PU. So we'll just set it to go to Copper PU, and then we'll go from there. So add Copper PU. We'll do time passed. It doesn't really matter. Go. So the other thing I did is I went back and I strengthened the walls that I had put in temporarily around those different places. I've got that all set up and taken care of, and what have you. So we've got that all addressed. Now, one thing that this is going to end up doing is we are going to block traffic, but we're excuse me, we're not really producing anything right now, and all of our buffers are pretty full, so I think we're okay. We are going to go ahead and do some work on research, though. So let's just work our way up the list for now. So what I'm going to do is hop out of the train, of course. We're going to go over here now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set these stations up just on the main track, because my thought process is this: they're not going to sit there for very long. They're only going to sit there long enough for the fast inserter to unload X amount of repair kits into each of these chests. Just, you know, we're going to set a level, and we're going to maintain that level. So I don't really think we need to worry about like a whole rail siding for this. We're just going to have it go from place to place, and wherever a convenient centralized location is, we're going to go ahead and plop a chest down there. So this is going to be our first one, and we are going to call this Zone 1. Zone 1. Okay. And then we're going to sit down an inserter, and we're going to sit down a chest. Now this train is only going to be one car long. It's going to be an engine and a car, and that's going to be it. And I did not bring, I'm stupid, I didn't bring any poles. Great. Okay, forgot about that. All right, so let's before we get too far along in this, let's go get some poles. My bad on that. We should have gotten poles, and we didn't. So let's set this up. We're going to go to we're going to get rid of that. We're going to go to let's go to trash truck. That's an out of the way stop. We should be fine. It shouldn't get in our way. We'll get down there. We'll get a whole handful of poles. You know, mediums, longs, and shorts. I was thinking, I know why I don't have poles, because I was thinking, okay, it's the railroad tracks. They're covered by substations completely. I didn't think about these two or three additional zones that aren't right on the track. Is why I screwed up. But we can fix that real quick. That's what we have rail transportation for, right? There we go. So now we'll just put that on manual so that he doesn't go nowhere. And let's go get ourselves some poles. We're gonna fix all this later too. We're gonna make this a little better than what it is, but for right now it works. Do we have any in there? No. Doesn't look like there's any in there. Okay. Let's grab them out of here. Let's see. There they are. So we're going to grab big electric poles. We're going to grab medium electric poles. We're going to grab tiny electric poles. We want some more mediums. So we got more mediums somewhere. We got more tiny ones there. There's some more mediums. There's another couple of tiny ones. We got plenty of big ones. We don't need that many big ones. Mostly we need mediums. Yeah. Nope. Okay. How about up here? You know what? Let's do this. Give me medium poles. I want a total of 100. And small poles. Give me 50. Ought to be plenty. We'll do 100 on that too. There we go. Now we'll just give it a second for them to bring them to us. And apparently they picked them up because these guys came over here for wood. So if they came over here for wood, that means that they took some out of the chest and they're bringing them over. So we just have to see if there's any in the chests. Eventually we'll get this all clean. There they are. Come to me, my pretties. And in a minute it's going to tell me it can't fit them. We'll move these down here to give them some slots. The reason I have so many bots here is my plan is in these outlying areas I'm going to put 100 in each of them. That should be more than enough to let's see. Yeah, that should be more than enough to keep me keep them supplied with bots, and they won't you know, through attrition or whatever, if the biters attack and they get destroyed, we should be plenty fine. So let's go ahead and head back up to copper pickup. Time passed. Go. Oh, you know what? We should have done. We put it there. We might as well use it. Zone 1. Duh. Time passed. That way, if the other train comes up here, he can still get in there and load while we're farting around with this. All right. So, where's our pole? There's our pole. Can we get another pole that'll reach just by that? Yep, that'll work there. Yeah. Research that. We're gonna. No, you know what? We got to get out. We got to get out because we may need a short pole. Okay. So let's see. We're going to want. I think we're going to want. Let's go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 40. 50. Yeah, let's go 2 stacks apiece for now. That should be enough to get them started. And then we're going to do 100 in each of these. And then I bet that won't reach. You know what? We're going to... Oh, sugar. Grab the right thing. All right. Yeah, that's going to have to work. That's going to have to work because we can't. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking I want it closer to the station, but I can't because it's got to be able to take it off the rail car. So my bad. So 1, 2. We'll do 2 for now. We'll see how that works out. All right. So now we want to go from. Yeah. Can we go to there? Will it catch it? All right. you know what? Fine. Let's do something here real quick. Let's get in this thing and move it. And then that will stop that train. And we will go up here and we will come back around and we will block him off. Yeah. Down here. There we go. And we'll just, we'll block it up there. We got to put a rail signal in there. No big thing. And of course I didn't bring rail signals, but that's all right. We'll deal. Because this train won't be running yet anyway. All right, so we got, see, we already, there we go. So we know it works, right? All right, so we want to attach from the crate to the signal. If it'll let us reach the signal. Will it let us reach the signal? No, we got to put a pole in. And just almost, but not quite. How about this way? How about if we attach the signal? No, almost. But if we move it by one, we might be able to still do it, because that will reach right there, right? We can take it right off the front part of the train, and that'll still reach the car. Yes, that'll still reach the car, and I think we can reach it from there. Yes, we can reach it from there. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this station to enable disable, right? And what we're going to set this to is, we're going to set this will just read what's in here, right? And this train station is going to be set enabled condition less than, and we're going to set it to repair packs. And we'll say if we put 200 in there, 50% of that's 100. If it gets down to less than 100, this station will turn on and request will request packs set, right? So less than 100 repair packs, this will come and call for repair packs and turn this station on. So right now, because it's over 100, this train station is disabled. And if we go on our list, we can actually see that it is. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to set this so that this, research, this is enabled disabled, right? An enabled condition is less than, and repair kits, and then we want to go 200. 200 set. So now what will happen is this will insert into this chest until approximately 200 repair kits are in there, and then this will shut off. This won't turn on unless there's less than 100 in there. So then the train won't go to this station because the station won't be activated. And if we have a train that only goes to these repair stations, then it won't interfere with anything else. I do need to come over here and put a rail signal in here just to prevent what we just had happen. But that's, that's minor. So that's what we're going to do. In each zone, we're going to set one of these up. So that, in theory, that should maintain this whole area. Now, because this area is larger, we may end up having to put more bots here, and more, more repair packs. But we'll play that by ear. We'll see what happens. So now I got trains down here waiting on me to get my butt going. So let's go ahead and get in. Let's look at the map. We're going to call this zone 2. So let's drive on around. We're in manual, so let's take it on down here. And we want to go, where do we want to put this thing? Well, we will stop right there, because that way they can still go past, because they can go the other way. We'll come over onto this so we can get out of the train. All right, so let's get out of the train. Where are we going to put this station? Let's see. We have a light there. We want to, of course, be within the logistics portion of the network. Oh, it's going to stop because it can't get past because this is here. So that's, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. So if we put it here and we have it stop, let's go one more. If we put it there, right, and then we do the same thing. Now the nice thing is we won't have to deal with poles here, because this is all covered by substations. So we'll just have to do this. Right, there we go. So this is going to be zone 2. Yeah. You know what? Right now we won't do that. Zone 2. And we're going to enable disable. Repair kits less than 100. Right? And this is going to be enable disable. Repair kits less than 200. So 1, 2. Now we just need to be able to reach our robo port. And 1, 2. And that should do that. We'll back this one up, let that train go. And then manual. All right, there's our next zone, is the other side of the break. So maybe we'll put it just past there. How's that look? All right, let's see, map. Yep, okay, where is, there's the robo port. All right, so if we do it there, and we set down our station, and we need our inserter, and we need our crate, and we can come back and fill with solar panels in here later. 1, 2. Bing, get a bing, get a bing. Same thing. This is zone 3. All right, zone 3. Enable disable less than 100. Set and enable disable less than 200. Set. All right, now we just need to put our bots in our RoboPort. Can we reach it? Not quite. I'm gonna have to look into that long reach mod. and see if that is worth adding to this. We only have, did it only grab one? Looks like there ought to fit one there. Maybe not. Alright, so there's that one. So next zone is just down a little bit. So it should be, where's the next RoboPort? There's the RoboPort. So we should be in the zone. I'm going to put it more central to the zone though, I think. So there should be, there's the RoboPort right there. So let's pull down right about here. A little further. And station. Come on. Station. Inserter. Chest. 2 stacks. You know what? I'm not thinking. Alright. Let's do this. So we're going to make this. We're going to make this. This is the inserter. So less than 200. Set. Yep. Okay. And then we're going to make this enable repair kits less than 100. Set. Okay. Now I don't know why I'm not doing this or didn't think to do this. That should copy everything including the settings, right? So yeah, so that should do everything. All right, so next section is this 4-way. So where are we going to set this one up? Let's see. Preferably someplace off the beaten path, so it's not holding everything up, but alright, let's do this. Come on. Come on. I need to hit it. No, I didn't want to go that way. I know there's a damn thing there. There it is. Alright, there we go. So let's put it right in here. Because the RoboPort is there. That should be within the... Yeah, that's within the... 1, 2, 3. Right? Oh, do I not have my bots in? Let's look. Oh, I'm in the train. Okay. Yeah, alright, fine. Whatever. There. I can't put it in the train. Alright, so let's check this now. This should be... Alright, so we got... That's zone 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Station names. Oh, I didn't change the name on that one. Zone 4. Right? Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be zone 5. Did it set the things? Yes, it set that 100. And it set that at 200. Good. So the only thing now I got to set up each time is I got to set up the name of the station. And now that I got my robot or my RoboPort in, I shouldn't have to get out of the train again. So now that's zone 5. So now we're going to do zone 6. And zone 6 is this whole section here. Oh! What I didn't do, though, taking a chance backing up like this, I didn't put whatchamacallits in. I did not put robots in and what have you. I'm taking a chance doing this, I know. Can I reach it? Of course not. Alright. There we go. So I guess I'm going to have to get out of the train periodically, but that's no biggie. Alright, so that should be about midway, almost midway of the zone, give or take. Where's my RoboPort? RoboPort is right there, so we'll back this up a little bit. We'll go here. How's that? That sounds about right. Plunk that down. So this should be zone 6. And oops, wrong button. Not the control shift. And then let's get, oh, are we out of the train? Okay, we're out of the train already. Good. All right. Yikes! Don't get run over. All right, so there's zone 6. Zone 7 is that whole section down there. So if we line up here somewhere, in fact, well, what if we do it right here? And wait a minute. Did zone 6 not take? Yeah, it didn't take. No, that is... Oh, it just says zone 6. There we go. Alright. And then this... zone 7. Alright, and that's 100, so everything else should be good. Put 2 in here. Yeah, we'll get out and walk around to it. No guts, no glory. Alright, so that's zone 7. This is going to be zone 8. We'll have to back up some. Wait a minute, no. We're not far enough down yet to make the turn. I'm thinking we had to make the turn, but we don't have to make the turn because we're not far enough to make the turn. Alrighty. Alright. Where are we going to set it down here? We don't have a whole lot of straight lines, do we? Well, shit, fire and save matches. Haha. Well, we could put it right here. You put it right there, I guess. Will that fit there? You know what? That'll fit there. Screw it. We'll put it right there. Okay, so this is zone 8, right? So zone 8. Everything else should be ready. 2. We need a medium power pole. Yeah. And a short power pole. There we go. Not in the logistics network. What? Oh, it isn't, is it? Dang it. Alright, fine. Close but no cigar. Alright. So we'll have to sit at some place that's in the logistics network. And the only place that's in the logistics network is right in here. I wonder... I don't think we can fit it there. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Well, crapski. We'll have to come back to this one because we'll have to bring some track with us. Well, you know what? That's the end of the line down here anyway. We'll run up and get some track. Come back to this one. Alright, so set this to add trash truck, which is spelled wrong, but I don't care. And go. What's the flashy flashies? Where are we getting flashy flashies? Where are we getting attacked at? So let's go get ourselves some track. Probably don't need much. Let's get ourselves, while we're thinking of it, a stack of signals too. Because we're going to want to put a signal in that one location. And we don't want to forget it, so we're going to go ahead and do it right now. So we're going to delete that. We're going to go to zone 1 regardless. Let's see if it'll let me. No, it won't let me. Okay, no path because it's turned off. Yeah, I know. Alright, fine. And we'll just go down there. Where's the turn? There's the turn. Alright. And we wanted it. Let's see. There's one, two, and we'll put it somewhere right there, I guess. There we go. That's plenty. Good enough. Alright, now we want it to go map. We want to go down here to load them up. That's what we want to go to. Get rid of that. Add drop them off. Where's load them up? Load them up. There we go. Time passed. Go. Alright, just takes a little bit to get it set up, but once it's set up, this is going to be pretty autonomous, because Wow, that was an interesting choice of directions. All right. So let's and pull forward a little bit. Yeah, that should be fine. The first thing we're going to go over here and do, figures. All right, how much? Yeah, I got room. Screw it. Let him get out of the way. And then we will break it over here. All right. So, we'll go this way a little bit. And then back. Nah, it's not gonna back us up a little. I don't think I'm gonna be, nah, frack. Because what we want about that much, give or take. Yeah, we want about that much. Right? If we do that, now can we swing that one around in that much space? I don't know if we can or not. I think we can, because I think we can do it right here. Oh, you sucker. Of course. Of course. And that's going to miss it by 1 as well. So what we're going to have to do is back this up by 1. Oops. Will that hook up now? There we go. Right, right. Then we can put a light here. And we put a light here. And then there's a light there. So that breaks that up. And then we can put that right here, and that's in the logistics network. So then all we need is power. And then we need to name this. Bullshit, oh, I missed it. Okay, missed you by 1. There, happy now? Alright, so then we're going to call this Zone 8. Right? Zone 8. And we're going to put 2 in there. And where is our RoboPort? Is right there. 2 in there. That should be everything. I do believe that will be everything. And then we want to fuel this puppy up. And then we want to get on down the road. Where's our next one? So that's Zone 8. Zone 7. So let's go back on up to our main base. straight on through. Look at our map. Alright, so this is going to be zone 9. Let's back it up a little bit. Let's put it right in this area right here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we're going to call this one Zone 10. Right? Wait a minute. Seven, 8. This one's zone 9. Okay. Why did I think I already had a zone 9? I don't know. Zone... What the... Zone 9. Alright, so that's zone 9, inner conditions. 1, 2, robo ports. Doesn't really matter which one that it puts it in. They'll sort it out. So we'll put it in that one. Yikes! Almost got me. And then our next zone is here. This is the one that was kind of funky to try and get it to fit. So we need to go up a little bit because we need to make sure we're in this little tip. We got to make sure we're in here. We might actually put it on the inside rail. Let's see how hard it is to get on the inside rail from here. I think we're going to put it on the inside rail here. Can we get on there? No, we can't get on there. Shut. We can't get on it from there either. Shite. You go through. Shiza. Do we have a crossover someplace close? Alright, fine. You know what? These boots were made for walking. We just have to be real goddamn careful. Alright. Oh, and we can't do it there because we can't go on an... Alright. So there's problem number 1 with our idea. Sugar. We'll have to come back to this one. I'm going to have to put like a little siding or something. Because it can't be diagonals. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Figures. Oh well. Best laid plans of mice and men. That's still going to be zone 10, I think. I think that's what zone we're on. Yeah, zone 9. That's still, we're going to still call that zone 10. We'll get it in there somewhere. So let's go on up to the next one. Where's our roboport? There's our roboport. Dagnabbit. Oh well. So that was zone 10. That makes this zone 11. Right. And then we're gonna try not to get killed. Okay, that's zone 11. Up near the roboport, so they don't have as far to travel. Alright, fine. There we go. 12. Alright, zone 13 we're gonna have to put up in this straight part. Ooh, pay attention more than you gotta drive. Alright, there's the roboport right there. I wonder if we can do this and save ourselves some typing. Yes, we can. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Alright, put it right in here. How's that look? Yep. Alright. Probably didn't put back down the same thing that was there, but that's okay. Let's see. Map. Alright. So it's going to be another bugbear. So that's 14. This is 15. Yeah, there's nothing straight on that one. This one at least has one straight spot. Alright. So we gotta look at right there, I guess. Of course, we'll get rid of that. Ew. That's kind of ugly, but it works. Alright, so this is 15. So that's 15, and then we're going to call this one 16. Maybe. We probably have to do the same thing up here that we did down there. Oh no, we got a spot here we can put it. Or we got a spot there we can put it. Either way. I need to make sure there's lights in here. I don't think there's lights in here even. No, I didn't put lights down. That's a good thing I looked, because I didn't even put lights in here. So we will put a light there. And we'll put a light here. I did put lights on this side at least. So, are we in the... No, we're not in the... So it has to be over here. Or we have to put a new robo port in. What if... Alright, we got a light there. So that would block that if there's something here. So we could go here. I don't know if overlapping like that is going to screw the works up, whether it's going to like it or not. It may not like it. It may yell at me. Well, that's life. If it yells at me, it yells at me. Alright, so this is zone 16. And then that needs that. And it needs that. And this needs minions, right? Now let's check. Alright, so we got zone 16. We've got zone 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 that's dickered up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now, let's go back to let's go back to the base. And we want to test this. So let's go to trash truck and time passed, go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set a train up and we're going to tell it and we'll go out to one of the stations and we'll change the setting on the station and tell it that it needs to be on there. And see if that works out for us. Alright. Alright, so now let's go over here. And we're just going to make a siding. it? Of course we can. All right. This is just temporary anyway. Oh, I was trying to replace all those. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's like the birds. All right, we need to eliminate one space. There we go. All right. So now, if we set up a station right there, right? Do we have a train car? We want a train car. I think we have train cars available, but I'm not sure. Yeah, give me the robot that I don't need. Alright. Do we not have train cars? Maybe we don't have one available. Alright, what's it take to build a train car real quick? 20 steel, 20 iron, 10 gears. Steel. Iron. Gears. Train car. Where'd our car go? Okay, there we go. So now, hook that up. And let's actually test it. Put that there. Yeah, we can use a passive provider. It doesn't matter because we're not going to leave the station there anyway. Do that, and then we'll put in that. Right, and that'll fill our train up. Fuel, bunch of stuff. Get in it, pull it forward. We don't want it filling the train right now. We want it to be able to come back to the crate. So 104 in there. Okay. So now let's set our station. Let's set this train up. I'm going to add stations to it. I wonder. I guess we can't. So I want. Hang on. Exit. I wonder if we can do this. No. I was hoping we could do like multiple stations at a time and assign all of them to it, but I guess not. All right. So, you know, one at a time, and we'll do we'll do 10 seconds. Zone 1, zone 2. You know, it doesn't matter right now. We'll just do the time passed. We'll leave them all at 30 seconds because they're not going to go to them because they're blocked off. 30 time passed. Zone 4. Time passed. Zone 5. Time passed. Zone 6. Time passed. Zone 7. Zone 8. Zone 9. Zone 11. Zone 12. Oops. Didn't add that one, did it? No, it did add it. Zone 12. Zone 13. Zone 14. Nope. 15. Nothing for 15 and zone 16 time passed. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And alright, get out of that. And what are we going to call this station? We're going to call this station repair for now. Okay, good enough. So then we're going to add stop to the station, and we're going to add repair, and we're going to say time time passed for that one as well. Okay. So now the only station that should be active is repair. So if we tell it to go to the station, it's going to find its way back around to the repair station. And it will sit there and fill up and do bupkis because it can't go anywhere, because no other station is active. But if we go to, oh, I don't know, let's go to 11. Can we can't click on that, but we can click on this, and we can tell this enable it if it's less than 300, right? Because there's only 2 in it, so it's less than 300. So now, yep, so now zone 11 is available. It'll wait its 30 seconds, should. There it goes. And then if we tell this to be active if it's less than 300 as well, it'll fill that up. And at 300, that station should go inactive. There we go. And now the station is inactive. So it has no place to go but to go back to repair. Where it will sit and do nothing until the next station opens up. Awesome! So it works. I'm just going to put it on manual just to be safe so that we don't run into it or whatever. So we now we know it works. I just have to go back and reset the numbers on 11 and take the repair kits out of it. This siding is just temporary. I am going to get rid of it. And I am actually going to make a better place for this. If you remember, I said I was saving this area down here for something, and this is basically going to be our train barn, for lack of a better term. You know, this is where all of our trains that are not in service will be parking. is we'll bring them down here and we will park them in here, and then we will route them back up. And trains like this one that periodically go and do things when they're called can sit down here out of the way the rest of the time. So that's my plan, guys. I hope this made sense to you. I hope you got something out of it. It seems to me to be a pretty good way to maintain the walls of my base, provided that the bots can keep up with any damage. We really haven't gotten hit by anything major in a while. So anyway, there it is. Like I say, I hope you guys got something out of it. It gives you some ideas for your own stuff. Once again, remember, like, subscribe, comment. Love to hear from you. All right, I'll see you next time.